What is good, boys and girls, and welcome back to another episode of Quackers TV with me, the QTV himself, emphasis on the QT because I am one. I know you've missed me. I know this is coming out a little bit past some of your bedtime, so I do apologise to the little kiddies who are going to have to go nap before they can watch this excellent rebuild with 1860 Munich. But I was watching football, and can I just say, FIFA, in the scouting report, you might want to add a feature for size 10 feet and below, so that my goals aren't going to get ruled out for VAR because my fucking player's got a clown shoe. As you can see early on, moving swiftly on, 1860s Munich team, it's not even bang average, it's just pretty awful. It's pretty diabolically awful. There's about 3 or 4 players with decent potential. None of them probably fit our age range, so we've got to make a lot of sales, because when you do these sorts of rebuilds, I could go for the 30-year-olds with higher ability who are going to more likely get me promoted, but that's not efficient. Efficiency is getting rid of all the OA pedos and getting the good young'uns in, the good young men. No nonsense, just young'uns. So Gabriel Martinelli, I'm sure you haven't heard of him. I'm sure he's like a super rare signing for you people, but you know, it's just what I do at Quackers TV. One who actually might not be as more commonly known, Big Vitic from the nicer version of Prague, not the other kind who I'm not going to comment on. We wanted Marco Canna, but he's too big time for us, so we move on to our next option, which is another boy from Red Bull Salzburg. Real Salzburg. Dedic, a young Bosnian right back with decentish potential. I'm not gonna lie, the team's still not particularly great, and I'm expecting about a mid-table finish with the team hopefully growing a bit. The team's looking, it's looking pretty awful, I won't lie. So when I saw we were third, halfway through the first season, I'm not gonna lie, it's very 50-50 for me. Because if I do go straight up, my board aren't going to give me a budget. This isn't the Bayern Munich board. So we're probably going to struggle to stay up. If we didn't go up, we'd have another year to grow. Players like Adeyemi, players like Dedic, I'm trying to remember the other players' names. German names are very hard to pronounce. Neudecker, Talig, Lex, definitely didn't just see them all. Greelinger's a big one. They'd have room to get maybe to that 70 rating. So as you can see, I don't know how these bastards pulled it off, but they did get promoted, and the ratings look about as third division in Germany standard as you're going to find. Yeah, I'd rather not get relegated straight away, so even if Grealinger can go up 6 to 8 into 68, it's still not enough. And I'd rather not get bent over and smacked like the little Irish schoolboy I am. So with 3 million in the bank, we're going to have to do a lot of stretching. Initially we thought maybe we'll do our first ever loan off. We don't really do loans, and thought, yeah, buzzing, the kite, no. Great. So we go back in from again, we'll use some real money this time. We've got a bit of money. We had to sell Dedic because he was a bit of a hoa. So we thought, we got a bit of money, we'll go for Nakai. 3 million, they suddenly want double the money. So they can suck out, and we go for a new right mid. Paul Neville. I'm going to call him Neville, even though his name's definitely like Neville or something. Some random foreign name. As Big Graham Souness would say, it's very Latin of him. He wanted a release clause. As usual, we tell him to suck out. I'm not going to lie though, boys. I'm still not optimistic looking at this. We sell Big Dressel for 7 mil somehow, which I know you're all going to be disappointed in because he's a player who can grow a lot, but 7 million in this league goes a big way. Marco Canna, 1 rating less than Dressel was at this point, but also 3 years younger. That is what we call efficiency. I go to my man, my assistant manager, and say, lad, they were being a bit mean to me. My man's 7'3" and jacked. He goes to Zidane, said, I'm paying 2 million. Zidane says, yes sir. We get Nakai for 2 million as our final sign-in. absolutely banger. Some would say the lesser Kubo. I would say Kubo can suck his mum, because Nakai's going to overtake him very quickly, very rapidly. The team now, I've got hopes of staying up, to be honest. As you can see, the 3 signings we made. Obviously, the core of the team's still pretty weak. There's absolutely zero depth there. But with Adeyemi all the way up to 75 already, Hiller in goal, may want to be careful pronouncing that name, at 73. And 3 or 4 players who could all maybe reach 70 come midway through the season. 8th place. If you ask me would I let you shag my grandma to get 8th place, I'd probably say yes. And the team is starting to shape up as a proper little naughty, proper second Bundesliga team. Not just that, you know. With the growth we have, with big Adeyemi up front, I don't know about you people, but somehow in the second half of the season, every single time, and I mean every single time, there seems to be this miraculous run of form where you absolutely clocked every single team in front of you. Like, literally disgustingly. And as you can see, I'm not quite sure how we've done it again. I'm not going to lie. Big Marco Hiller. I generally need to stop myself every time I say the name. In net. Gone all the way up to 77. The rest of the team, it feels... we're going to win whoever we play against, because it's Quackers TV, and Quackers TV guarantees results. But to say we're going to get absolutely beat the crap out of if we do get promoted after beating Mainz, who have Batshuayi up front, so I'm pretty confident. Big Nakai, showing Kubo who the real Japanese Real Madrid superstar is with the brace. On to the second leg. Okay. As you can see, somehow, after just 2 seasons, we're in the Bundesliga. I'm not quite sure how. I'm not going to lie to you. I've really got no bloody idea. And 16 million, I've got to try and avoid relegation of 16 million. Fuck. So, straight onto the signings. We move quickly because there's a lot of seasons and a lot to work through. First up, Jan Couto. Our right backs and left backs, Willish and Klassen, they're very, very decent. They've done a good job for us. But just like these hoes, we ain't loyal. We need improvements. Fullbacks, the most obvious area. Our centre backs are pretty average, but Vidic has a lot of room to grow. Klassen and Wellish, they don't have much left. They're a bit Ian Billish for us. So, Noah Katabac, a player with ridiculous, and I mean ridiculous potential. Jan Couto, another player with huge potential. If we do go down, they're the players who are going to get to that 75-76 rating, so we can bop the league. As you can see of the team, as you can see of our start to the season, it's not really a Bundesliga team yet, but what it is a team that will grow enough to potentially survive, or even if we do go down, comfortably go straight back up. About as expected for the start of the season, as we get absolutely mollywopped by every single team above us. I'm pretty sure they were giggling every time they played against us and labelled us the bitches of the league. But bitches be growing. The whole team going up decently to the point you could probably make an argument, especially when you see what Adeyemi's rated as now. This is a team that can stay up. So we sim again. As you can see, we're moving through this very quickly because it's what Quackers TV does. He keeps it at the pace and brings the shitty jokes. I was going to say it's what you all love me for, but I think most of you hate me by now. Also, I've just got a shout out, yeah? A guy called Rubber Ducky subbed to me. The league table you can watch yourself. We survived somehow by some miracle. Rubber Ducky subbed to me. And I don't want to say I'm play favourites with my subscribers. I love you, and I love Rubber Ducky and all the non-Rubber Duckies the same. But he has a duck-based name, so I'm not gonna lie, he is better than all of you. Yeah, I'm sorry, Marco, Gopal, Jaden, Jesse Lingardino. I'm sorry, you're just not quite Rubber Ducky. I do like him better than you. I'm sorry. It's just the way it is. You don't have duck-based names. I mean, Karim Adeyemi is clearly my favourite sign. 85 rated already. I mean, what the fuck even is he? Speaking of what the fuck even is this? 8 million we get. So we're going to move through this. Asta Vrenics was signed. That's the team. At the end of the season, we came 5th. I'm just skipping through that season because the board just took the piss out of me. I feel like Sean Dyche. 8 million. That's better. Also, I'm maybe hiding the fact that we were 1st in January and absolutely bottled it to come 5th, potentially. But you know, no one wants to see me bottle it. Nah, no one wants to laugh at my pain. Surely, please. As you can see, Matthias Nunes, a boy from Sporting Lisbon, returning to the great Quackerdome. He'll fit in beautifully at centre mid. As you can see, we had to sell Neville because he'd been a bitch about his contract for the last 3 years, and it was in the last year. We went about trying to sign players at the last minute, and they all told us to get fucked until we came up to Knauf again. Who's a player you're probably going to be seeing a lot of because, you know, your boy like views and he's easy clickbait. Knauf signed, 76 rated. Not as good as Neville. Not nearly as good as what we'd probably really want to be targeting. But he'll last a year here whilst we wait for someone better to come available and actually be able to have a scout report on people. Neville did kind of fuck me over there. 6th in the league though. We're in the Europa League as well, remember, so if we get into the Europa League semi-finals, you're finally going to see a bit of simulation action. Action. And we all like a bit of simulation. Issues though. A lot of the team seem to be peaking. I'm actually using development plans now, but the team's growth... I mean, Adeyemi still looks beautiful. That is a handsome young lad with a handsome young rating. But the rest of the team, yeah. It's not ideal. And as you can see, we did sneak into the Europa League semis against Chelsea yet again. Yeah, this is kind of what happens when a team whose budget was once 8 million the second season after promotion plays a Russian oil club. Unfortunately, our semi-final dream was ripped from us. But, you beautiful people, look at another beautiful sight. 1860 München in the Champions League. Whew. Do not mind if I do. The players' rating looking much better. And I really mean emphasis on that because it really did look a ridiculous amount better. Football is back, Quackers is back, and the big signings are too. First up, I said Knauf wasn't going to be here for long. I'm sorry any fans of Knauf, but he's just not nearly anything compared to this young man who I haven't actually used yet when I rebuilt. Ray Cherki, the young Frenchman. Some would call him a shit Amain Guri, who Lyon were absolutely stupid to sell. Speaking of stupid to sell. This save can't last much longer, and that means your boy needs to take risks. Adeyemi for 290 million was a risk I could not pass up, because, as you can see, we can replace him. 80 million for big Gabriel Martinelli, 65 for big Harvey Elliott. Yes, our best player might have gone down, but the rest of our team's rating is flying upwards. Next up, Big Willie, I need to stop calling him that. It's just Saliba. It's William Saliba. But why are you signing William Saliba, Quackers? Why would you sign William Saliba? That must mean someone else has gone. And yes, not just someone else, but 3 players. Nakai for 140 million, Cannon for around 70, and Big Vidic for 60. Another 270 million on top of the 290 we got for Big Karim Adeyemi. Quickly replacing Nakai with someone who's actually, he's either one less or one higher rated in Emil Smith-Rowe. Yes, I'm an Arsenal fan, all of you suck out. Next up though, I was a bit scared to say this guy's name too much, so Marco Hiller is out the club. Big Gianluigi Donnarumma. Yes, we're going for the Champions League win this season. I know you all thought, you saw me get in the Champions League, you all thought, well, it'd be interesting to see him go out in the round of 16 again. Or the round of 32 again. It's quite fun to watch him do that. Nah, suck out. Big Rui Ruben Diaz. Big William Saliba. Big Gianluigi Donnarumma. They called him Buffon there. Donnarumma at the back. Team is looking tasty. I mean, the team's depth isn't. Just to add, I got Tony Kroos and Mats Hummels on a free transfer too, because I like to win people their Champions League medals, you know? That's what I do. Third in the league. So, what that means, as you can see, we bopped our group unsurprisingly. If we win the Champions League this year, this will be the first rebuild where I potentially don't win the league. If we can't make up that gap from Bayern Munich, I will not win the league for the first time in a rebuild. I know, it's shocking. Quackers usually guarantees goals, so to see me a bottle job bitch like this, it is shocking. First round though, Atletico de Madrid. Get smacked. William Saliba, Smith Rowe, the Arsenal boys, doing it for their Arsenal man. I feel like that can be taken out of context somehow. Yeah, I'm not going to say that again. As you can see, qualify, we get a blessed, and I mean a blessed, draw next. Gabi Martinelli, Big Mateus Nunes, 2-1. Also, to the person who's going to say you didn't sign any German players, my bench is pretty German, okay, leave me be. Next up, second leg. Gavi Martinelli out injured, so Grealinger up front, and away goals, you beautiful, beautiful thing. 2-2 on aggregate, away goals, do us a good one. On to the semis. I've got a semi, let's see if we can make it go all the way. Oh shit. 2-1, and I've never actually come back from a deficit in this save. Until now. Martinelli, Ray and Shirky, and Martinelli again. 4 shots, 3 goals. We are efficient. As you can see, by some miracle we did get in the Champions League final, but miracles don't extend too far for us, as we absolutely bottle the league again. So, assuming I'm going to comfortably win the Champions League, because this is what I do, I always win. I'm Quackers TV. I'm the big dub expert. They call me Whackers. That again just sounds awful. I need to stop with these. This is probably what happens when a 25-year-old man tries to sound like a kid. It just comes off badly, doesn't it? Real Madrid, 1860 Munchen. And let me know quickly, boys and girls, what do you think of the mic quality? I've got a new mic. Obviously, I need to fiddle around with some settings because, number one, it's by default very, very quiet. Let me know if it's better or worse than my old one though, because I can't lie, Blue Yetis are more fidgety than... Well, they're more awkward than every single girl on Tinder who literally just seems to want to tell you one sentence about themselves. All I want to know is if they're DTF, and all I get back is, no, ooh, you're a fucking weirdo, you ginger bastard, leave me alone. And what did I do to deserve that? First sign you're going to battle Real Madrid. Danny Ceballos is wearing the captain's armband. Second sign is Luis Figo instead of Zidane. And third sign, Quackers TV as the controller. Ray and Shirky drives down the pitch, finds Big Emil Smith Rowe. Thibaut Courtois, some would say that's a camera save. I'd lean into agreeing with him. But Gabi Martinelli, the speed demon himself, rolls Josip Gabriel and places it delicately past the keeper. 1-0 to, for some reason, the M60. I don't know how we're named after a motorway. To be fair, I know I probably shouldn't mention the fact that Hitler created motorways in Germany, should I? But you know, there's something for you boys and girls. Hitler invented... Oh, what's the bloody motorway in Germany called? I'll get back to you. But 1-0, back on topic. absolutely smashing it. Also, Hitler invented Volkswagen because he wanted a people's car, and that's what Volkswagen stands for. And I'm a genius, not only on the sticks, but out of it. Gabi Martinelli makes it 2-0. What a start for the boys, to be honest. Like, what are you even saying? The motorway is called the Autobahn, we're named M60, and the 1860 Munich are making a Munich putsch. My history knowledge is on point, my gameplay is too. Thibaut Courtois, you probably could have done better. I don't know about you. But Gabi, Party Martinelli, Bags, and anyone who's seen him on my lead save, anyone who's looking forward to my end save, know one thing. When Gabi Party Marty starts the party, that shit never ends. 2-0 up already. Bang. Sorry, did I say 2? I meant 3. A lot of you would have been thinking I was an idiot when I saw that DMU. A lot of you would have been thinking I was an even bigger one when I signed a left winger to replace him, who didn't even know how to play striker. But that's as close to Trump can get to our goal. Noah Katabac whips it and Martinelli bags again. I said Martinelli bags again, what the fuck is this? Gabi? Alright, I'll deal with him in the training room. But yeah, Gabriel Martinelli, in my opinion, is the best player in career mode. Just simple as. Like, I know people are going to think Mbappe, Haaland. A peaked Martinelli is just genuinely unreal. He hasn't even got 99 pace, but for some reason he generally feels like the fastest player on the game to me. And his finishing is just a joke. And when he reaches these levels for Arsenal, in real life, I'm literally going to cry. And so's my penis. Just happy tears all around, coming out of every orifice. 4-0 though. I don't know what to do, boys and girls, because as I always say, I'd quite like to lose one of these, just, switch up. So maybe I do something stupid and get like 3 of my players sent off just to give the opposition a chance next Champions League final. Who knows? But as you can see, already wrapped up, 1860 Munich's team, we're going to win the Champions League, let's not be funny. But I don't know if that's the best news for them, to be honest, as Grealinger and M60 original bags for the squad. I don't know if that's the best news. Because the team, they haven't really peaked yet. And considering they're going to go against FC Bayern 2 in the big rivalry match, who absolutely have peaked, I promise you that when you see the squad, they definitely peaked. It's going to be hard for them. I'm looking forward to the game. I hope you lot are too, because that'll be coming tomorrow. As long as, I don't get distracted by any more females who break my heart. And it's okay, Quackers. You're dominating people. You're the greatest. You're still a handsome scallywag. Okay, I'm good. I'm back. I am back. Blem, in the comments, you're an icon too. I'm just going to call out people randomly. You noticed that the cutie name was absolutely tragic from the cutie life. I bang on agree, but that's half the reason I love it. So what can I say, boys and girls? Another big fat dub for the boys. Quackers doing what he always does and absolutely bagging. Let me know in the comments below which rivalry you want me to cover after the FC Bayern rebuild. I'm looking for some interesting suggestions. I actually want to ask you one more question as well. I'm going to do River playing Boca Juniors at some point. I'm going to ask in the comments below. Would you like me to put the Argentinian League in Europe or go for the Copa Libertadores? I meant that start, by the way. So, I'm going to ask in the comments. Have a good one, boys and girls. I hope to have a chat with you down below.